The 2026 playoffs is one of the most intriguing and competitive playoffs I think we've ever seen. Like, I can literally see every one of these teams having a real shot at winning the Super Bowl. Well, except for you and you. But everyone else, like, I swear could win the Super Bowl. And let's start with the first matchup that I want to go over, Rams versus Panthers. So we have this little playoff thing pulled up and we can go into depth. Now, I mentioned in the intro already, I don't have any faith in the Panthers at all. The Rams, in my opinion, are the best team in the NFC. Sorry, Seahawks fans, that's just what I think. You can go down here a little bit too. You can see they're first in points per game, first in yards per game, 12th in time of possession, 7th in sacks. Like, they're top 10 in virtually every stat that you can be in. On top of that, the Panthers have literally proven they're just one of the most inconsistent teams, like all the time. Like, sometimes they'll go out and they beat the Packers. They beat the Rams earlier this season, and then they lose to teams like, I don't even remember who they lost. I think they lost to the Browns, maybe. Like, they're just so inconsistent. And also, the Rams, in my opinion, have the season's MVP, Matthew Stafford. If I could vote, I would vote for Stafford. And they have Kyron, who's a solid running back, and they have Puka Nacua, who's probably the runner-up for Offensive Player of the Year. And they have, this team is just so nasty, and unfortunately, the Panthers could be a team to mess with in the future, but this just ain't their year. So right away, I'm going to go with the Rams winning over the Panthers. And I even have this beautiful graphic for you guys. Look at this. So Rams over the Panthers, and they're making it to the second round. But this brings us to our next matchup. Packers at Bears. So we got the 9-7 Packers, well, 9-7-1, don't forget that tie, Packers versus the 11-6 Chicago Bears. So this one is interesting. So division matchup in Chicago. Obviously, both teams are going to be fired up to beat each other. And looking at the stats, right? The Bears are better than the Packers in virtually everything, I believe. Quarterback matchup, very similar quarterbacks. Caleb Williams did play better than Love, even though Love was partially injured, though, for some of this year. The Bears' running game is disgusting. Their passing game has been disgusting in the last 3 weeks. The Packers are missing virtually everyone in their skill positions at their starting lineup. With all that being said, I'm going with the Packers to win this one. Now, you can say your biases, say whatever. I'm a Packers fan. But I believe, man, if you look at the 2 times we played the Bears this season. Okay, this was the first time we played them, right? We beat them 21-8. We killed them in literally every stat. And the second time we played them, they beat us off of the onside kick in our terrible coverage with one of the most insane comebacks I've seen in my life. Like, winning in that way isn't sustainable in the playoffs. Like, the Bears haven't proven to us yet that they can blow the Packers out. And like, when I think about this game, though, I think of it in, like, it could go 3 ways. I think either the Bears are going to blow out the Packers, the Bears will win in a very close game, or the Packers will win in a very close game. I don't think the Packers can blow out the Bears in this state that they're in right now, but I think that the Packers can beat the Bears, and I think they will beat the Bears. So right here, throw the Packers up against the Seahawks in the second round. The next matchup we have, ladies and gentlemen, 49ers versus Eagles. And I feel like a lot of people look at this one like, ooh, this is a good game. And obviously it can go either way. This is playoffs, one L and you're out. But to me, this isn't that hard of a decision, honestly. I'm going with the 49ers, bro. Like, the Eagles, yes, they won the Super Bowl last year, but the 49ers have struggled with injuries all year. And there's never been a point where you looked at them and are like, wow, they're a lot worse due to it. Like, this is such a well-coached 49ers team, and they, like, Brock Purdy's playing really good. They have Christian McCaffrey, who's healthy. Jawan Jennings, I don't know why I just mentioned him, but he's super solid. And the Eagles have never looked complete all season. It's like, anytime I've ever seen anything about the Eagles, it's like, oh my God, Jalen Hurts finally completed a deep ball to A.J. Brown. Or, oh my God, they did a tush push. Like, this Eagles team is so underwhelming, I'd say. And this 49ers team is super solid. Like, in my mind, when I'm looking at, okay, can either of these teams make the Super Bowl? 49ers, like, yeah, they could go on a run, make the Super Bowl. When I look at the Eagles this year, I'm like, no. Like, Saquon's been terrible. for Saquon standards. Obviously, he's still a great running back, but for Saquon standards, he's been terrible. Jalen Hurts, what even are you? Like, I think Jalen Hurts is awful. The receiving core is amazing. Like, the roster's so beautiful on paper, and they just do not look good to me. And I just don't think, and I could be completely wrong at the end of the day, but I got the 49ers in this matchup, man. We're moving the 49ers to the second round. So there you go. The first round on the NFC side is set. And now let's move over to a really, really interesting one. Bills in Jacksonville. So Jacksonville, obviously Liam Cohen came in, and this dude is a monster at a head coach. Like, in my opinion, he's like probably top 3 and at worst top 5 for coach of the year. I don't think he'll win it, but dude turned this organization around. And when I look at these like stats and like the last previous matchup, the Bills killed them by almost 40. I should go with the Bills, right? Because the Bills just have, I mean, they have a worse record, but they have Josh Allen in the playoffs, who's always a different beast. And their offense is amazing. James Cook, obviously, and then Josh Allen, like I just mentioned. And their defense is like fine, right? I think. I don't know much about their defense, but I think it's fine to below average, maybe. Let's do some research. We're going to do some research for the 2025 total stats for defenses. See where the Bills are. Bills. Okay. Okay, no, so the Bills defense is good, actually. I feel like they don't make a lot of noise, but yeah, they're clearly good. Looks like they're like a top 10, right around that 10 spot to just inside maybe on their defense. This should be a Bills team that can win the Super Bowl, but I'm letting my own bias take over. Like, I do think the Bills probably will win this game. It's like the same thing with the Packers. I believe in the Jags, man. The Jags have been so hot, and they look so freaking good. And I don't think they'll get it done in the playoffs. So here's what I'll say. I think I'm going to go with the Jags winning this game. But if the Bills win, I think the Bills are going to make the Super Bowl. That's what I'll say. But like I said, I'm taking the Jags to move on to the second round here. And it might be a terrible take. It might be a terrible take. But this Jags team, just like, I'm so infatuated with this Jags team. I really just want to see them succeed. And I've seen the Bills fail so many times that I want to see another team win. And I truly do think that even with their like minimal playoff experience and new head coach and all this new staffing and everything, that they can actually get it done. So that is going to be a really fun game to watch. But like I said, if the Bills win, I think they're a Super Bowl team. If they lose, obviously they're out. So second to last game in the first round for the AFC, Chargers at Patriots. I don't think this one's going to be relatively close. I think the Patriots are going to blow them out of the water. I feel like there's like a 5% chance that the Chargers can like realistically win this game. The Chargers have also just, they've been like they're just like a warm team, right? It's like, I don't really want to play the Chargers because they're good, but it's like, am I scared of the Chargers if I'm playing them? Like, not at all. And Drake May has been a dog this season. Travion Henderson has blossomed in the second half of the season. And this Patriots team had a very, very, very easy schedule. And they also proved that they choke close games against good teams when they lost to that Bills team when they were up 21-0. But yeah, no. I'm not even gonna say much about this. They got a great new head coach. They got everything that they need. Are they fraudulent? Probably a little bit, but they can beat the Chargers, bro. Let's move on to the second round. And honestly, speaking about this, I'm changing my mind. I really want to see the Jags win, but if I want to make a realistic bracket, man, I'm sorry, Jags. I know I just picked you, but give me the Bills. Give me the Bills in the second round. I just can't. The Bills are too good. I really do hope that the Jags win, but I think the Bills are gonna win. I have to say it, man. And the final matchup of the first round, another one that I don't think is gonna be relatively close. Texans at Steelers. I mean, this Texans defense is disgusting. Like, is CJ Stroud a little questionable? Yes. Like, is their offense kind of like average? Slightly above average? Yes, but their defense is so good. And in playoff football, the defense is by far the most important part. So I just don't think that the Steelers team, like, this is your average Steelers team. It's like, yeah, oh, they barely made the playoffs in week 18, and oh wow, they're gonna get first round, and it's gonna be the most boring game of the entire schedule. So I don't want to see the Steelers win. I want to see them lose, even though Aaron Rodgers is my guy. But give me the Texans moving on. And this is now what I have for my second round matchups. We have Seahawks, Packers, Rams, 49ers, Patriots, Bills, and Broncos and Texans. That's incorrect, actually. Since I took the Jags out, now we have Bills at Bills at Broncos, and we have Texans at Patriots. Okay, and I'm gonna start here. Seahawks and Packers. So I have the Seahawks. Oh, yeah, hold on. So I have both teams right here of their stats pulled up. We can look at Seahawks first. This is kind of just team leaders, but I mean, it's a good look still. We have Sam Darnold leading the crew. Now, Sam Darnold, I'm very skeptical of. Last year, he got first rounded, I think last year. Yeah, he got first rounded with his 15-win Vikings, and their offense is so good though. Like AJ Barner, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Wash, Cooper Kupp, Kenneth Walker and Charbonnet duo. It really just comes down. Sam Darnold is like a turnover machine. The Packers defense is so like injured, and also like our cornerbacks are terrible. But Travion Diggs though, I don't think he's gonna do anything. Packers though, Jordan Love, he had a great parts of the season and not great other parts of the season, and he got injured. He's been injured for the last 2 weeks. Josh Jacobs also kind of I mean, he did good, but it was like we were force feeding Jacobs the whole time. He's been also half injured the entire year. All these players are injured, and the Packers are kind of in shambles right now. If we beat the Bears, that'd be a miracle within itself, and I don't ever see us coming close to beating the Seahawks. So the Seahawks are going to move to the finals, the conference finals, and the Packers are dead. So that is that. And now we can go to Rams versus the 49ers. Okay, so here are the Rams. They have Matt Stafford, Kyron Puka. I talked about all these guys. Their defense is incredible. Their receivers are incredible. Their rushing game is good. Like, this team is just so good. And then you have the 49ers on the other side of the ball. This is going to be a great match. I can honestly see it go either way. Two incredible coaches. Brock Purdy, I've been a hater of you your entire career, but honestly, I can't even hate anymore. Like, you fit into the 49ers team great, and he's a solid quarterback. Now, the only question I have about these 49ers is their defense, because when I watched the Niners and Bears game, there was absolutely no defense being played. And, like, if they play like that, they're cooked in the playoffs. So they'll have to step it up a little bit defensively, but because of that, I just think that the Rams are easily the best team in the league, and I'm moving them up. I'm sorry, 49ers, but we're having a Rams-Seahawks conference finals. Okay, and now on the other side, we have Broncos versus the Bills. Now, I may have spoiled it a little earlier, but I'm super high on this Bills team. Now, quarterback, amazing. Running back, also amazing. The receiving core is like kind of terrible. Like, who do they even have? It's literally like Khalil Shakir, who's like been like a okay receiver. I mean, their tight ends are good, but I don't know. It's just the Josh Allen. It's just the Josh Allen and James Cook show. And the Broncos are phenomenal. They have Bo Nix, who's been playing great. The rushing game is great with RJ Harvey stepping up as a rookie. Cortland Sutton, Troy Franklin has been fantastic, and their defense is like top 4 in the league, top 3 in the league. And now this is one where I should also be thinking like playoff experience. The Bills are a much more playoff experienced team in recent years, and I just feel so confident in the Bills. And with that being said, I'm taking Bills over Broncos. Now, everyone doubts the Broncos, and I'm going to continue to doubt the Broncos, and I could be completely wrong. Like I've said in the intro, this playoffs is so stacked. Like, any one of these games can go either way. And the final semi-match is Patriots versus the Texans. And I'm honestly not even going to put too much thought into this one. Comparing the teams, right? Quarterbacks, Drake May is much better than CJ Stroud this year. Running backs, Travion Henderson is much better. Receiving core, Patriots are probably better as well. But if you look at the defensive end, the Patriots have a good defense, right? But the Texans have a absolutely shut down, phenomenal defense. And I heavily believe that this Texans team is going to beat the Patriots. Like I was mentioning earlier, the Patriots are fraudulent, and I don't trust them yet. Next year, you can have your chance once you get your hard schedule. But this year, they played nobody. And obviously, it's a testament to them that they blew out all these crappy teams. But whenever they play good teams, it's like you're watching them and you're like this is a different team almost. Like, they'll start off super hot and then they just fall off. And in the playoffs, that's not going to get it done. So I'm taking the Texans here for sure. Give me Texans versus Bills. We have the conference finals set. It is Seahawks and Rams versus Bills in Texans. These people are flipped. It's supposed to be like that because it's Bills at Texans. So Seahawks and Rams first. Now, this is going to be a great game, right? Great offenses versus great defense. I really hope this is what the conference finals are. And I don't think that Sam Darnold is going to be able to handle beating this Rams team. Like, the Rams are just so stacked. MVP Stafford, like I've talked about, Puka Nacua, their defense is great. And I think this Rams is just a Super Bowl team. Out of nowhere, they're a Super Bowl team. I'm taking the Rams over the Seahawks, and the Seahawks are great. My 2025 prediction for you guys was that you are going to be a sleeper team and going to be great, and you were much better than I even expected, but I don't think you're making it to the Super Bowl. In the last game before the Super Bowl, Bills at Texans. Now, I really hope it comes down to these two teams because neither of them are a top 4 seed. They didn't win their conference, but their second half of the season was by far like some of the best of any football team. And everyone always talks about Josh Allen in the playoffs, right? He loses to Joe Burrow. He's lost to Pat Mahomes like 4 times or whatever. And this year, there's no quarterback that he's like ever lost to before in the playoffs. And with that being said, I think Josh Allen and the Bills are going to make the Super Bowl. I truly do think that they will make the Super Bowl. I was going to originally take the Jags over them, but I'm a big Jaguars fan, bro. I love the Jags this year. And the Bills are just way too good, though. And the Texans are also phenomenal. I'd love to see CJ Stroud and the Texans be in the Super Bowl, but it's got to be Rams and Bills, I got to say. And now for my Super Bowl matchup, we have the Rams and the Buffalo Bills. So I think this would be a very offensive game, like just a straight shootout. Everyone would love to see it. 2 beloved quarterbacks, 2 beloved teams. The Rams have won recently, and to be honest, I think the Rams are going to do it again. I truly do believe that this Rams team is going to be the Super Bowl champion, and it's just simply because I've thought it since like week 3. They're so put together. They have Matthew Stafford, the best he's ever been at age, like, what is he, like 35? I don't know. He's like mid-30s or something. They're just so good, bro. Like, there's no point in this team where I look at them, I'm like, oh, you're not that good. Like, you could be better. Like, this team is so complete. I think Sean McVay is, like, a genius. And especially if they're playing the Bills, I think they can expose them. And I think the Rams are going to win. So, yeah, that's all my predictions. I might be delusional in some of these. Let me know if I shit on your random team. But yeah, give me the Rams for the Super Bowl champs. I'm going to come back to this after the playoffs and see how wrong I was. So thank you for listening to me yap.